What's up, everybody? It's your favorite show, Get a Bucket. I'm your host, Trey, and as usual, I hope you're all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Now, today we're going to talk about Game 3 in the NBA Finals for the Spurs and Knicks. But before we do that, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, comment, tell anyone about the show. Trying to get the ratings up a little bit, just a little bit. And if you wonder where you heard this before, well, that's because you've been listening to me Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I greatly appreciate your support. Now, Game 3 predictions. Yeah, I said last time, Game 2, Spurs had to win. Then, not even necessarily had, but I predicted them to win. And they almost did, just too bad, this ain't horseshoes or grenades. Close only matters in them type of sports. I guess cornhole, too, a little bit. But point is, it don't count that much in basketball. So, them losing 105 to 104, it hurts, but it also hurts how they lost too. Because at the end of the game, 12 seconds left, Victor Wembanyama gets a turnover, kind of unnecessary too, because he's trying to pass the ball to Stephon Castle, Castle was looking back at Victor Wembanyama to try to get the ball. Vic didn't want to throw it. Then as soon as Stephon Castle turns his head to look forward to go to, actually play basketball, then Wemby wants to throw the daggone basketball. So you lose the basketball, but that's okay because guess what? The Knicks end up giving you another possession, another chance. Jalen Brunson gets fouled. He only goes one of two from the free throw line. Pretty solid free throw shooter, misses one. You got an opportunity to still win the game. And they end up losing it. Like, it was very heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking if you're a Spurs fan. So, respectfully, it's very easy, high level. You have to win Game 3 or else you go down 3-0 and nobody's come back to win after being down 0-3. I understand Wemby is great, right? I understand this Spurs team is pretty spectacular. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tall task to come back down 0-3. Unless we want to say that, the NBA is trying to script write it so that Vic comes back and we can add this to his resume for the GOAT discussion later on. Yeah, you need Game 3. So how do you win Game 3 if you're the Spurs? Well, Games 1 and 2, you did not win the turnover battle, meaning you turned the ball over more than the Knicks, and you were at your own house, too. That's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. When you're at your own house, you comfortable. When you go to someone else's house, you might not be as comfortable because, again, you're at your house. Like, your favorite place in the world should be your house. Your favorite gym to hoop at should be at your house. That's just common sense. So you losing the way you did at your house makes your task tougher. And keep in mind, too, the Spurs are relatively young, right? Fairly inexperienced. I think Harrison Barnes and De'Aaron Fox are the only players with, I guess Luke Cornett too, are the players with real championship experience. I'm not going to talk about Bismack Biyombo or Mason Plumlee, you know what I'm saying? Because they're not playing right now. Unfortunately, Kelly Olynyk, they're not really playing right now. You got a couple vets. Knicks out here, they're going to their home. They're playing extremely comfortable. Yes, there's going to be some pressure because they are at home, to be clear. But they're going to be comfortable. Their role players should be playing comfortably. So, again, if I'm the Knicks, you're definitely in the catbird seat, but you got to put the pedal to the metal. You got to keep your foot on their necks. You have to. Because if you can't, this Spurs team, they're talented enough to come back. So, Game 3, I'm expecting Spurs. Game 4, I'm expecting Spurs. And I'm not just saying this because I want to see more basketball. That is part of the reason, to be clear. But I do think the Spurs have figured out something. Remember, they won, they were winning the majority of Game 1. Game 2, they at least keep the game close. They went up again. They at least keep the game close. They know how to do so. It's just now, there's a particular quarter where they kind of lose it. And I'm talking about in good fashion, too. The other quarters, they typically are either winning or it's a close quarter. There's just one quarter that they just can't seem to grasp. Game 1, it was quarter 4. Game 2, It was quarter two. So again, ladies and gentlemen, the Spurs have the talent to beat the Knicks, and I'm expecting them to do so. If not, well, I mean, you got to look at players like Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges. These experienced vets, they've been playing pretty well. And also, too, to keep in mind, I think this is going to add to players trying to play with their college teammates a little more often. Just, especially because they're winning, that's going to be a narrative. That's going to be a storyline for people to try to do. I think that could be interesting. And it's a nice tie-in to the college game. But, again, we still got some more basketball. It's only 2 games in. Knicks still got to win 2 more. Spurs got to win 1 at least, just to get on the board. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm curious. Do you all believe that the Spurs will win game 3 for their first game? Or will the Knicks win it? Because I'm really pulling for the Spurs right now, bro. Because I'm telling you right now, I hate to hear that the Knicks fans are going to have an entire year of bragging rights. I'm not liking it. Pineapples. Also, look, the Spurs have not been playing their best basketball. Okay, De'Aaron Fox, you had a good game last time. I do kind of prefer the playmaker. I need you to score a little bit, right? Like a decent amount for sure. But I need to see Vic have a good game. Julian Champagne have a good game. Devin Vassell having a good game. It needs to be a team collected effort across the board. And that means that someone's playmaking is going to have to stand out over their scoring. Dylan Harper, you've been playing pretty well. I love the team that the Spurs have, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to see Luke Cornett be a little bit more impactful and effective because, he is a 7-footer. Should be able to give some help for Vic. Hell, I might even want to see Luke and Vic on the floor a little more often just because you got these trigger-happy wings on the Spurs. Why can't we see a Julian Champagne, Devin Vassell, Victor Wembanyama, Luke Cornett, and then you get in Stephon Castle or Dylan Harper or De'Aaron Fox. You can keep the rim protection consistent. Vic can float around on perimeter or the interior. And let's be clear, too. Against this Knicks team, you should be able to win the rebound advantage because you would have the taller players, whether it's Jalen Brunson, whether it's Landry is 6'5", he's a little different, but Jose Alvarado, you can get the rebound advantage that way. So you can also scheme a little bit differently if I'm the Spurs. It's time to switch it up just a little bit. Again, the Spurs have been winning, but there's always one quarter that they can't get over that hump. So it's a 48-minute game. And again, like I said, the Spurs have the talent. They just need a collective team effort to get this done. The Knicks have been playing some good basketball this playoffs. I can't deny it, unfortunately. And I also appreciate the many rivalries that we have within this Knicks-Spurs matchup. Again, going back to 1999. Then we got here, Jose Alvarado versus Julian Champagne. That's a nice little storyline to follow that we can follow as well, too, because they were rivals in high school back in the day. Also, keep in mind, too, although he has not touched the floor yet, Jeremy Sochan. He playing, he on the Knicks right now. He used to be, matter of fact, he got drafted by the Spurs. He was just waived by them not too long ago. So, again, ladies and gentlemen, we got some connections between these two. So it's an entertaining series for sure. Let's just make sure to add some more entertainment, Spurs, because, yeah, a 62-20 regular season record can't go down 3-0. Because if I'm the Knicks, then I'm looking to make this a sweep personally, and I'm still looking to make this a sweep. Spurs, you got to take this away from them. You have to. You have to get back home court advantage at minimum. Tie to get series up. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm curious who you all got for Game 3. I already told you my predictions for Game 3 and 4. I already told you what the Knicks or what the Spurs need to do to win Game 3, and that's to win the turnover battle. Keep in mind, that's the main thing, the main knock against them is their turnovers. Because Game 1, they didn't shoot the best. Cool, heard you. They were still in the lead for the majority of the game. Game 2, they shot better. Problem, again, was they did not win the turnover battle. They've been 4 or 5 turnovers away, meaning they've had more than that against the Knicks. So, again, you got to fix that, ladies and gentlemen. But That's what the Spurs got to do. They got to turn the ball over less. Knicks, we've already seen what they need to do. Keep doing what they're doing. It's that simple. And if they can keep doing that, guess what? Then they're in the catbird seat, and maybe they win Game 3. But who do you all lean? Who do you all expect? Who do you all want to win? I'm here. I'm curious thoughts. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that does conclude the end of the episode. So please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell anyone about the show. My name is Trey. I'm the host of Get a Bucket. I hope you're all having a good one. Take care.